Welcome to another Nintendo Switch news roundup on the channel. Let's just kick it off with For Honor. So For Honor could come to the Switch if the game sells well on the other platforms. So this is what Jason Vandenberg, I do believe his name is, from Ubisoft. This is what he had to say. It's not something that we're focused on. We've been in development on For Honor for a long time. And the question of will this game work is the big thing. I just want to get the game out on the core platforms and see who plays it. Once we're there and we've established if we're successful, then I can think we can look at where we're going to go from here. It's weird, but it's not even a question we're addressing right now, and that is in terms of whether the game is coming out for the Switch or not. So basically, they're saying if For Honor sells well on the PS4 and Xbox One, then they might consider bringing it over to the Switch. Now the beta or the beta, however you want to pronounce it, for that game comes out this week on the 9th of February. It lasts the 9th to the 12th, I do believe, and the game comes out on the 14th on Valentine's Day. Now there was something that I did hear about this game that really put me off. I think it was always online or there was no campaign. It was definitely one of the two. I can't really remember from the top of my head. So I don't think I would be that interested in this game if it did come out for the Switch. But yeah, I'll check out the beta if I'm not playing Overwatch. I'm definitely grinding Overwatch at this moment in time, trying to get that legendary diva skin. So yeah, I will check out the beta. But yeah, For Honor could come to the Switch if the game sells well. Now, the dinosaur game Ark Survival Evolved. Now, basically, what they're saying is that game could come to the Switch if the Switch itself sells well. So you got For Honor saying if the game itself sells well, then it will come to the Switch. But Ark Survival Evolved, basically, a developer behind that game has said that we don't have any current plans for the Switch, though I will be closely watching how that console does in its launch. So I guess if it does do well at launch, like if the Switch sells well at launch, then we could get a port of Ark Survival Evolved. And I guess that is the case for a lot of other third-party games as well. But my message to you is don't go expecting it. Seriously, just don't go expecting it. So yeah, I just think a lot of these third parties would just say, oh, let's just see how well it does at launch, and if it does do well, then it will come up with another excuse. Maybe they will say, oh, the Joy-Cons, they're too hard to develop for, something stupid like that. Oh, it takes too long to develop games for the Switch, or you know, something like that. Before I believe it, I have to see it. So yeah, that's just how I see it. So basically, Nintendo have talked about ARMS, which I'm really looking forward to. I think ARMS could be the next Splatoon. So they have talked about the concept behind ARMS, and there are going to be more characters ARMS, like types. So you got the toaster type, you got the propeller type, or the anchor type. And there also is going to be more modes coming as well. You can also play with just one Joy-Con. So this comes from an interview with Yabuka in the Famitsu publication, which is well respected in Japan. And Yabuka is the producer of ARMS. And Yabuka, I do believe, was one of the producers behind Mario Kart 8 as well, along with Kono. Definitely can remember reading the name Yabuka in terms of Mario Kart 8. So pretty much this is what the concept for the game was. So no, it was not originally a concept for a boxing game. There are many fighting games like Street Fighter or Super Smash Bros, or even 3D fighters like Tekken, where the game is viewed side on. Since the beginning of fighting games, the side view has been the mainstream. But I've always thought, why couldn't we do it a little differently? However, it can be difficult to gauge depth in games where the camera is behind you, so I was absolutely convinced that it would not be suited for fighting games which require precise distance control. but the fact that your arms extend and that it takes a bit of time for them to impact makes it quite likely your attacks will succeed. My idea was to have the game's tactics revolve less around whether your attack would hit or not, and more around the timing and delay between your attacks connecting. So in pursuing a new kind of fighting game where the camera is behind you and your arm extend, Arms was born. Now we have seen a fighter like this before, like Pokemon Tournament, like use this sort of concept where, you know, it did, you know, take away from the typical fighting game standard where it was just a side-on view. With Pokemon Tournament there was a side-on view, but there was a, you know, a view like an over-the-shoulder view, kind of like what they're describing here. So yeah, I'm looking forward to Arms. So this is what Famitsu said: there are 5 characters available, each with 3 different types of arms. Will there be more characters in the retail version? And this is what Yabuki had to say about that. There will be more characters with arm types. What we have available today is just a portion of what will be available in the full game. You can look forward to more information gradually coming out, and of course I will keep you guys up to date with that. And will there be other modes available? And basically he is saying that there are many more that everyone can look forward to, but he can't talk about them yet. Having only 1v1 matches in the online mode would be too exhausting, so there are other modes being prepared, which sounds exciting. However, the game is boiling down to 1v1 battles in the end, with them as the main focus and the other modes being on the side. So at least there are other modes in the game, just in case you do get bored of like the main game mode. So Famitsu asked, what was the reason you chose to use the thumbs up pose out of the numerous control schemes available? And this is what Yabuki had to say about that. During the Switch's development, we were wondering how we could hold the Joy-Con to play games. Even though it supports the standard grip, the Joy-Con fits in your palms nicely if you tilt them. I thought if we were to make a game that involved swinging the Joy-Con around, it should use that kind of grip. So we decided to combine the prototype that became the basis for Arms with that grip style, and since the internal sensors are more accurate, you can control it with much lighter movement, so I don't think it will be that tiring. Since there will probably be some people who aren't good at the physical controls, we made it possible to play using the buttons as well. They can use the buttons on the Joy-Con, I guess within the grip, or the Pro Controller. It is also possible to play with just using one Joy-Con, so you can share the fun and play with others. So yeah, you can play with one Joy-Con, but the available actions will be a little limited, so you should use 2 Joy-Con when you're looking to get serious. That's how we designed the game, and that is how I will be playing the game. I will be playing the game with 2 Joy-Cons. I'm going to be keeping you guys up to date with everything Arms on my channel. I've got a video coming out soon talking about my thoughts about Arms, and that was recorded when we had that presentation back on the 13th of January. I just didn't have time to upload it then, and it took me a while to upload it. So that video will be coming out soon. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to Arms. I really do think it could be the next Splatoon. And of course, when I do get my hands on the game, I will be playing through the single player, and I will be doing some online as well. So really, I'm looking forward to this game. I'm hoping that this game does come out before Mario Kart 8 in the 28th of April. Mario Kart 8 comes out for the Switch. I hope it does come out like before then. We did have a release date from Game, which is a retailer over in the UK, which is saying that Arms will be coming out on the 15th of April, and I really do hope that release date is true. I definitely would love to play Arms as soon as possible, but then again, I've got Zelda to keep me busy, and yeah, that will keep me busy if Arms does come out in, say, like May. So like in the Mario Kart 8 Splatoon slot of yesteryear, which was like the 30th of May. So Zelda would last me until the 30th of May, no doubt about that. And yeah, Arms may come out at the same time as Tekken 7, which, yeah, that's a bit of a pain for me, just because I will be picking up Tekken 7. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to Arms, looking forward to seeing more information. And yeah, that is probably what we might see in a Nintendo Direct, if we do get one before the Switch does launch. If we don't, if we get one afterwards, then I'm sure we will get more information about ARMS and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, like in the Direct afterwards. I'm expecting that sort of thing, like more details about ARMS to get revealed in a Nintendo Direct. But that is it for this news roundup. Bit of a long one just because I have been rambling on and on and on and on. But yeah, let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section below. If there are any more topics, then what I will do, like if there are any more topics that do come out for me to cover, then what I will do is insert it now. So there is actually one more thing that I need to include in this video, and that is a gaming publication. I can't remember which one, must apologise about that, but they caught up with Peter Moore from EA at a Paris gaming event, I do believe, and they asked him a few questions about FIFA on the Switch, and he confirmed that it will be FIFA 18 and not FIFA 17, which will be coming out for the Switch later this year, which is, you know, I could have just seen EA just release like FIFA 17 for the Switch at the same time as the other consoles getting FIFA 18. So I'm really pleased that it is FIFA 18 coming out for the Switch. But he has also said that it will be a custom built version of FIFA 18 for the Switch, which, you know, there are rumours that that could just be a upscaled PS3 Xbox 360 version, or maybe it could be a downscaled PS4 Xbox One version of FIFA 18. I'm not sure whether the Frostbite engine is actually supported on the Switch or not, but yeah, he's saying that it will be a custom built version of FIFA 18, which will be handled by the Vancouver team, which handles all development of FIFA games. Now, my fear is that the Switch, like the Wii U, will miss out on certain game modes. Will it miss out on Ultimate Team, like what FIFA on the Wii U missed out on? Will it miss out on the that story mode? I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called The Journey or The Story or something like that. I can't remember from the top of my head. But will FIFA on the Switch have all of the game modes that FIFA on PS4 and Xbox One have? That is a big question that I have at this moment in time, just because, like I said, the Wii U missed out on certain game modes from FIFA, and same with the Wii as well. So yeah, hopefully it will change with FIFA 18 on the Switch. Hopefully. The only thing different about FIFA 18 on the Switch compared to the PS4 and Xbox One is obviously the fact that it will be a portable version of FIFA 18, and also I hope it's just going to be, you know, just a downscaled version of what the PS4 and Xbox One have got. Hopefully it will have all of the game modes that FIFA 18 on the PS4 and Xbox One have. So that is actually it for this video, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.